Hello, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you and I welcome you all to this early morning broadcast from Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about things of life, about what is happening in our society, about the leaders, the ones who have chosen themselves or forced themselves into the people of Nigeria that they must rule the country, even when the people are shouting, we don't want, we don't want, we don't want. And notwithstanding, coming 2023 is a game changer for each and every one of them, whether they like it or not. They must surely know that the any eye will they cry, they also see. So, my people, I don't want to take much of our time. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to do that as soon as possible. Also, turn on the notification button. Be the first to be notified each time we go live or post something new on our channel. So, as we proceed, please tighten your seatbelt and listen attentively as I read the headlines before we can begin to expatiate and elaborate the news to our own understanding, and also to the understanding of anyone out there who cares to listen and who cares to follow us in this race. First on our list here, scores of terrorists dead as Boko Haram Iswap clash in Lake Chad. Tinubu explains stance on media interviews. Oga Agbado, you are running from interview. Moment Tinubu supporters messed up Reno Omokri's London protest. Omokri, you better come back to Nigeria if you want to do politics. Terrorists kidnapped for 6 students. Others in Buhari's home state, Katsina. This thing has become a norm in our society today. That even the president's own state is not even safe. Then tell me, how can the president secure the entire country if he cannot, at least his own state, his own kinsmen cannot come out and boast that our son is the president, so therefore our freedom is guaranteed? It is very, very bad. In that same Katsina, terrorists storm Katsina Mosque, abduct 13 worshippers. Can you imagine that? So this is the list of what we have this morning. Let us go and expatiate, elaborate, and also digest this news to our own understanding and the wisdoms we need to grab from it. An infighting between the late Abubakar Sheku's faction of Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African province, Iswap, has reportedly left scores of terrorists killed in the last 3 days. Zagazola Makama, a counter-insurgency expert and security analyst in the Lake Chad region, gathered that the notorious leader of Boko Haram, Ale Nugude, on December 3, led hundreds of fighters armed with weapons from Mandara mountains to attack Iswap positions in a major onslaught against the rival group. The intelligence source also told Makama that the clash began in the camp of Uwel, which triggered a heavy firefight, and Nugude's fighters overpowered the Iswap elements and neutralized about 12 of them and seized their weapons. Shortly, source said the Boko Haram fighters quickly mobilized more fighters from Abu Iklima's camp at Gaza, Gabchari, Mantari, and Malum Musari. According to the counter-insurgency expert, more than 23 Iswap fighters were said to be having killed on December 4th, when the Sheku's faction of the Boko Haram group divided themselves into 2 groups and raided Iswap positions in Ukuba, Ara, and Sabele Huda. Zagazola understands that on Sunday night, a reinforcement team of the Iswap camps were sighted around the axis of Kawuri and Alauri, where in the morning on Monday, a top Iswap leader, Baana Chingori, led a column of fighters to attack Boko Haram position in Falusi. The infight between the 2 terrorist factions has left dozens of fighters killed. It is written in the Bible that the time shall come when a kingdom shall rise against its own kingdom, father against mother, father against child, father against son, and also son against father and mother. So this is the time we are into. It's a very critical time. that the kingdoms who have vowed that Nigeria will never have rest is now fighting each other. Can't you see that the prayers of the innocent in Nigeria and the prayers of and the blood of those whom they have been shedding in this so-called country have come out to retaliate? Justice for them. Justice for every innocent blood being shed in Nigeria by all these miscreants, by all these animals. Now they are starting to fight themselves, and they will fight themselves until they remain no more. That is the people of God speaking. More especially when you tamper with the people of Israelites, that is the Biafrans. Just be ready to face the repercussion and the consequences when it comes. So this is one of them. There's no regret about it. So you people to continue fighting yourself until you people are no more. Tinubu explains why he's running away from interviews or from town hall meetings and the rest of them. I know this is a Bayo Nonoga who is going to take this thing up on his head. The presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had described himself as a marketable individual. He made this assertion while explaining the reason he doesn't grant interviews at the Chantua House program titled Nigeria's 2023 elections in conversion with Bola. In conversion with Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday. According to Tinubu, I see myself as a marketable individual. They want to use me to make money, and I said no. Agbado? Agbado? So this is how you are going to employ 50 million youths so that they will go and die in Sabisa forest while your own children will remain overseas, buying mansions and houses in US and paid cash. You are running away from something you said you have vowed you want to become the president of Nigeria, and you are running away from it. I pity you people. You are a marketable individual. They want to use you to make money. Tinubu also discussed issues and profile solutions to national issues bedevailing the country. The APC flag bearer has come under intense criticism for refusing to grant one-on-one interviews. How can he grant one-on-one interviews? Do you know what to say? Because there will be no script to be reading and during those interviews. So tell me, when you ask him, he will answer B. I think it happened in this current administration, where our able president Bubu went to either CNN or BBC interview. They were asking him about climate change, and Bubu was busy answering them about garri and rice. What comes in mind is what he added. There's no script to read. That's exactly why this man is running. Agbado, appear. Let the people you want to rule, let them scrutinize you. Let them ask you questions. Tell them your date of birth and how you make your money. Which shop do you have? That is the question. Tell them who is your mother and who are your classmates. What are your qualifications? A simple question. Just come and clear the ground. The issue of 30 years of drug lord and whatever money laundering, come out and clear yourself. Not hiding under spokesperson to be making a series of noise on the internet, whereby the main principal does not even have anything to say because he is not even qualified to be running as a president of Nigeria. In the more developed countries, this person is not even qualified to be a local government chairman. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Let's move on, my dear people. Tinubu has been criticized for refusing to grant interviews like his counterparts from the Labour Party, P2B, and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Those ones, they have what to say and they know what to tell to Nigerians. But this one, man, kill himself, even with a gun on his neck. This man can never grant a town hall interview, other than the one that they arrange interviews. Moment Tinubu supporters messed up Reno Mokri's London protest. What is he protesting in London? That is the question. A video showing the moment supporters of the presidential candidate of ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu disrupted They harassed Tinubu out of London protests held by a controversial media personality. Reno Mokri has surfaced on social media. Okay, he went there to harass and protest. This man, you don't know what you want to. You don't know what you want. You are a confused human being, Reno. Is that how you play your own politics? Why can't you come back to Nigeria and do this nonsense? Let me see where you will find yourself. Okuteni report that Tinubu was in London to address the British Royal Institute on the 2023 general elections with a focus on the national security, economic and foreign policy imperatives. The former governor of Lagos State was accompanied to the event by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, Governors El-Rufai of Kaduna and Abubakar Badaro of Jigawa, immediate past Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Deputy Director General of the Presidential Campaign Council, Hadiza Bala Osman, Wale Edun, among others, who was present at the event. However, Reno, who arrived at the Chatham House to stage the harassed Tinubu out of London protest, was met with strong resistance from staunch supporters of the APC flag bearer. Wallace, the controversial author, yelled, "Tinubu is a drug lord," in a protest. Supporters countered the statement with echoes of praise for the former Lagos State Governor. Reno Omokli, you are going behind the, you are going ahead of your destiny. Whoever that sent you, better go and tell that person to have a rethink. Recall that in 2011, Tinubu spoke at the Chatham House on the rebirth of the opposition in Nigeria politics. The season was titled "Democracy and the Rebirth of Opposition in Nigeria," according to them. So let us move straight into another news, because this one is nothing to write home about. Reno just went there to disgrace himself. Is that how they play politics? Nonsense. Terrorists kidnap 46 students, others in Buhari's home state, Katsina. Terrorists have reportedly abducted not fewer than 46 persons from President Muhammadu Buhari's home state, Katsina, over the weekend. The state command of the Nigerian Police Force has confirmed the incident, acknowledging that students are among victims of the incident. The people were reportedly abducted in two separate communities. It was, however, unclear if the perpetrators were the same group. I laugh in Spanish. The incident, Okute News understand, happened in the Batsari and Funtua local governments area of the state on Friday and on Saturday, respectively. 28 people, according to reports, were abducted in the Karare village of Batsari local government area, while one person was killed in the attack recorded last Friday. The terrorists, numbering about 40, reportedly stormed the village in an early hour of the day, riding on motorcycles. Some of the abductees were said to be students from Kokiya village heading to Government Day Secondary School, Karare. A resident told newsmen that the terrorists came from the southern part of the village and started shooting sporadically, leading to the death of one person. They abducted 28 people, including students, but released 4 later. Those released include one Malam Ladin and 3 children. They sent them a message that they would not accept old Naira notes for ransom. Later, one other person escaped. So as we speak, there are 23 people currently with the bandits, but they did not make any ransom demand. The resident who spoke on anonymity said another source told Daily Trust that he went into a healthcare center from where he jumped over a fence to escape abduction, adding that one person was confirmed dead. The second attack, Okute News learned, happened in a mosque in Maigami village along Funtua, Dandume Road, according to them. The terrorists reportedly invaded the mosque and opened fire on worshippers during evening Isha Isha's prayer. Residents of the village say the attack took place around 7:15 p.m. on Saturday. A former councillor of Meganji Ward, Alhaji Lawa Megamji, said when the bandits came, they opened fire and shot 2 people in the mosque, including the imam leading the prayers, Malam Yeshuas, and 1 other, Hussein Jamu, who are receiving treatment at General Hospital Funtua. They surrounded the mosque when Isha congregation prayer was being conducted. After shooting Imam Yeshuas on the hand and Hussein Jamu, they abducted 18 people and made away with them into the bush. Megamji disclosed. He added that later at night, 4 abducted victims managed to escape from their captives while in transit. Confirming the attacks, the police spokesperson in Katsina, SP Gambo Isa, said the command was yet to ascertain the number of persons abducted in the Kakare incident. He noted that the command received reports with the conflicting figures, hence has commenced an investigation into the incident. That is what we keep hearing on daily basis. I mean, kidnapping in Nigeria now has become a crude oil business, whereby people don't even think about the repercussion again. People even don't care about what happened, because the government have never in any way shown concern about all these people. They are only busy to guide Abuja Metropolis. They are only busy to guide all the people who have brought the insecurity to our land. They have taken the whole policemen, the military, and the rest of the security apparatus who are supposed to guide the poor. They use it to guide themselves, even in their bulletproof vehicles, traveling up and down, east, west, north, and south. Yet, the poor masses have no any clue. They are the one that is suffering all this attack. They are the one that most that have most dehumanized in this current administration. The poor are the ones that is suffering the most attack. They are the one that have been abducted. They are the one being shot dead on daily basis. They are the one that has been raped in their farms and villages. They are the one that have been displaced in their homes. While the people who is the cause of all this are busy cruising, going multiple vacations anytime they choose to. What a world. How can this country be brought back to normal the way it was before? I doubt if there's anything of such coming our way, because Nigeria is gradually going to the dust. I weep for the poor. Some say up to 30 people were abducted, and others say less than that. We are still investigating the matter as the rescue operation is ongoing. With regards to Yagamji, 13 were missing, 2 sustained gunshot injuries, including the imam leading the prayer, while 4 were rescued. Our men, in collaboration with the local vigilante, are working together to rescue those abducted. Isa Gambo speaking. That is all you need to know about how bandits, not even in any other state, but in the government's own state, in the president's own state. So how can his kinsmen think about him? Somebody who his kinsmen, I mean his own brothers, the people from his own state, can never boast of 100% security apparatus guiding them. Then tell me, how can that person solve the insecurity in Nigeria? That is the only president in the whole world who have come out to say we need to pray so that insecurity will go away. I mean, can you listen to that crap? Can you listen to such a nonsense broadcast? You need to pray. Whereby you know the people that are terrorizing us. You people imported all these machineries 2015 and refused to agree on what you people have signed. You didn't do anyone. So at the end of the day, they have turned back to witch hunt the poor masses, while you people are busy living a luxurious lifestyle, and the poor masses are the ones on the verge of these attacks on daily basis. Yet the government is doing nothing. Look at in Enugu State. Look at what is happening in Enugu State. Look at the condition of Enugu State as I'm talking to you now. Enugu State is now no-go area. It's a terrorist state, whereby people a day, if there's any innocent blood shed in Enugu State by terrorists and the herdsmen, just say God, I thank you, because what is happening there is really a heartbreaking one. So my people, let us move into another news and forget about this Katsina of 18, because there's no any good news has ever come out from Katsina since the inception of this government. It has been from one abduction to the other, and mostly the students. They have been the one on the forefront of all this. Sometimes it seems like I need to blame the parents that know that the insecurity is continually growing up in the country. So why can't you, withhold your children back from all these schools? Because I was meant to understand that all these schools are not the regular school. Daily schools. It is a boarding school. Look at the time they storm. So which school start by that time? Things is getting out of hand, and parents need to take precautions of all this. Otherwise, they'll be the one paying ransom. If you refuse to pay, they will kill your children. Most of all these girls going into captivity, they are coming back with the pregnancies. Most of them are virgins. When they went there, all these animals will rape them as many times as possible. In course of doing that, they impregnate most of them. And Nigeria keep multiplying. In bandits, so not a normal. In bandits, the blood of a bandit is a bandit, no matter anytime, any day. That is how, before you know it, half of this country will be bandits. Gunmen kill Nigerian comedian in Ibadan. Unknown gunmen has shot dead a popular Ibadan-based comedian, Mimiki King, catching away his possessions. The deceased senior colleague, Laugh Up, broke the sad news on social media, saying that King was killed on Saturday. He said that until death, Mimiki King was a promising young man whose life was cut short by the menace of bike robbery in Ibadan. The sad news to hear that a promising young comic got shot in Ibadan after being robbed. The menace of the fatal bike robberies in Ibadan is now very alarming. I will hope the authorities will find an end to this. I pray his family the fortitude to bear such loss. Rest in peace at Mimiki_King official. He captioned the photo of the late comedian. Mimiki's King's death is coming a few days after Anambra-based Nigerian singer and songwriter Slami Ifeanyi was being confirmed dead, all in Nigeria. Ukute News learned that the Afro-pop singer was reportedly shot dead on Sunday morning, November 27, 2022, by unknown gunmen. It was gathered that the 31-year-old former Mr. Anambra Universe was driving alone in his newly acquired Lexus 330 when he was attacked and killed at Umubere, Oka area of Anambra State. According to a source, he was driving his new car, which he bought just 2 weeks ago when it happened. Although we don't know why he was attacked, but it looked like a targeted attack. And that is all you need to know about the death of the comedian in Ibadan and one in Anambra State. So my great people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, this is where I'm going to sign out from this very broadcast. I say talk without rest, that makes us dull talkative. So as early morning, as quickly as possible, I just want to use this opportunity to thank all my fans, my well-wishers, and those ones who have been out there to support my ministry. And I pray that the good Lord will continue to support your own ministry. And that is all I have to tell my fans. Remain blessed as you enter into the new day, and let all you are doing be blessed. I'm signing out. Have a nice day. and I wish you all the best today. Thanks you all.